Hi everyone, this is Kalyan, a qualified chartered accountant. Hopefully, you are staying safe and your preparation is good as well. To help you guys during the preparation for CFNL, I have come up with an idea to revise some of the important sections at the provisions of CA final law. And as a part of this series, today we're going to discuss some of the important sections of the appointment and qualification of directors. And the section and the topic is independent directors. Independent directors. The provisions of the independent directors is applicable to all the listed companies, unlisted public companies, which is having the top limits, which means the turnover, the outstanding borrowings, and the paid up share capital. Turnover of 100 crores, outstanding borrowings, the loans and debentures of more than 50 crores, and for the paid up share capital of 10 crores. The limit for the turnover and the paid up capital is at least, which means if it at least reaches the 100 crores or 10 crores limit, then the provisions of independent directors is applicable. But when it comes to the outstanding borrowings, which is more than 50 crores, so 50 crores and 1 rupee makes these provisions applicable for the independent directors. And the minimum number of directors, independent directors for every listed company is one third of the board of directors, and for the public companies is at least two. And a point to be noted that the same limit is also applicable for the audit committee under section 177 and the NRC committee as per nomination and remuneration committee as per section 170A. And it's worth mentioning that if the provisions, if the limits for, if these three limits are not satisfied for the three consecutive years, then the provisions of these sections shall not be applicable to such companies. And if there is any vacancy of the independent director, then it shall be filled in the first board meeting or the 3 months, whichever is later. The same limits are also applicable for the women director. And it comes to tenure of the independent directors, which shall last till 2 terms, and one term equals to, that is not more than the 5 years. So to the maximum extent of 10 years, he can be appointed as an independent director. But a point to be noted here clearly that an ordinary resolution is required to be passed for the first time appointment and the removal of the independent director. But when it comes to the second time appointment, that is subsequent appointment for the second term, then an special resolution is required to be passed both for this appointment and its removal. And the cooling period for the independent director is 3 years. And next important thing to be discussed in the provisions of the independent director is the qualification of independent directors. Actually, these are the additional requirements to be met by the director to be appointed particularly as an independent director. It means that if he has acquired any disqualification as per section 164, then he shall not be either appointed as a director and independent director as well. So these qualifications have actually sorted out in a way to be understood in a better manner. The qualifications to be met by independent director alone. He shall not be a promoter either in past or present for the cash. Cash stands for the company, the associate, the subsidiary, and the holding company of the company. And the relative of the independent director shall not be also the promoter of the cash. In preceding 2 years, he shall not be having any pecuniary relationship with the company. But there is two exceptions for this. One, the income from the cash, sorry, from the company shall not exceed the 10% of his total income. That is 10% of the independent director's total income. Also, in the calculating this limit, the remuneration of the independent director from the company shall not be counted. Here, you can ask me why you have been including or giving any exception for the remuneration, because the qualifications for the independent director has to be seen during period of his being appointed as an independent director. So we have to see for every year. And qualifications for the relative for the current year and the two preceding years. It is the relative shall not hold any security or the having any interest in the cash. Also, he shall not be indebtedness to the directors and the cash. This is a group of companies. And he also shall have not given any guarantee in, in connection with indebtedness of any third party to the cash. That means he has not given guarantee on behalf of a person to the group of companies. But there is an exception for all the three. These exception applicable to individual limits, that is for the security, the interest, or the indebtedness and the guarantee. It is 2% of the turnover or 50 lakhs, whichever is lower. And the third sort of qualification is applicable for the both independent directors and relative of the independent director in the preceding 3 years. First one applicable all the time, and the second qualification of only relative is applicable for the two previous years plus current year. But when it comes to the third sort of qualification, it is applicable both for the independent director relative for preceding 3 years. And it is the independent director and relative shall not be acted as or acted in the past as the KMP, key managerial person as per section 203, and the director or the CEO or the CFO. And particularly this qualification is only applicable for the independent director. Actually, earlier it used to be applicable for both the independent director and relative as well, but the companies had gave an relaxation in 2017, stating that in employee can act, relative can act as an employee for the cash. Independent director and relative shall not hold the 2% of the voting power in the company, and independent director shall not be indebted to the cash and their directors. And also, the independent director, the relative, shall not be a CEO or the director of the NPO which are receiving 25% of its receipts from the cash or its promoters or the directors. It is a cumulative limit of 25%. If it receives the 25% of receipts from the cash, promoters and the directors cumulatively, then the person shall not be appointed eligible to be appointed as independent director. And independent director or the relative shall not be an employee or the proprietor or the partner of the professional firms, that is the CA firm, the CS firm, and the CMO firm, with no monetary limit. That if even these firms getting even a single penny or a single rupee, then the independent director shall not be eligible to be appointed as independent director. But it has given a relaxation for the legal firm. They can obtain up to 10% of the total income from the group of companies, which is cash. And cash transfer, the company, the associate, the subsidiary, and the holding to the company. And there are some important points to be noted for the independent directors, and they are: the independent director actually appointed to build up the confidence of the outsiders, the stakeholders. But when it comes to the nominee director, as per section 161 subsection 161 subsection 3, uh, he is being appointed, or they are being appointed by the nominees. They are being nominated by the nominees and are appointed by the directors as per 161 subsection 3. And basically these are the mostly the financial institutions or any governments which are giving some financial assistance for the companies. They nominate the persons to safeguard their interest. If monetary limits are met, then it is mandatory for the company to appoint the independent directors. But when it comes to the nominee director, the company may at its own option, either can appoint or cannot appoint a nominee director. it basically depends upon the mutual understanding of the person who is nominating and the company. This is the important point which is important for the MCQ's point of view, and it is that it states that the independent director shall at least within the financial year attend a meeting in which the non-independent directors, that other than independent directors, shall not be there in such meeting. So for the meeting, he is required to be attending, because I think to safeguard the interest only. And there is no such criteria of attending such meeting by the nominee director. And there are a cautious points. One being this is only applicable to the public companies. If in question it is clearly stated that the independent director being appointed for a private limited company, then we can directly ignore the question. That is, we can clearly write that these provisions of the independent director is only applicable to the public companies but not the private companies, as per section 114 and subsection 4. And it is not applicable for the dormant companies, the section 8 companies, the owned, wholly owned and the joint ventures of the public companies. Reason being, the dormant companies are not being in operation. They have obtained particularly permission from the government, the ROC of the central government. And when it comes to section 8 companies, are these are for the public benefit, so the section is not applicable. Also, when it comes to the only owned or joint venture companies, they are actually the subsidiaries or joint ventures of the all public companies. As the public company is having the independent director, it will be sufficient. As per section 149 subsections 149 subsection 7, a declaration to be given by the independent director that he meets the criteria, and this is to be given when he is being appointed for the first time, and the first board meeting in which he is attending, and also whenever there exists any change in the circumstances which affect the qualifications of the independent director. And thank you. Hopefully you like this video and share with your friends too. And for in the next time we'll be discussing about some of the sections like small shareholder directors and the disqualifications as per section 164 and the vacation as per 167, proportional representation as 166, 163, and many more videos to come in future.